Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Cruise Peruse, episode number 100! Woo! Still not 100%, but here we are, boys and girls. Early in the morning, our typical east to west connection. God damn it, puppies, can you fucking stop that shit? God damn it. Doing stupid ass stuff in the back. Motherfucker. And you know what, boys and girls? We've been talking a lot about the NFL. And the NFL is not, you know, they're not invulnerable from stupid shit, right? And, alright, I gotta lay this out here right now. It's the 100th episode of the Cruise Peruse. And it's gonna be the 100th anniversary of the NFL. And in their 2019 top 100 players list, I got a lot of gripe about that list. I got a shit ton of gripe about that list. First of all, Aaron Donald number 1 is arguable. Okay? I would put Patrick Mahomes number 1. Seriously, why is Patrick Mahomes not number 1? Broke all kinds of records as a quarterback. Yeah, okay. Let me break these fuckers' lists down real quick. Okay. Aaron Rodgers was in the top 10. Tom Brady was number 6. It was Aaron Donald, Patrick Mahomes. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Aaron Donald, Drew Brees, Khalil Mack, Patrick Mahomes, number 4. NFL Network, anybody who's involved with that list, what the fuck are you talking about? How was Aaron Rodgers a top 10 quarterback in the league last season? Accumulating to last season, how is he a top fucking 10 quarterback in the goddamn league? Andrew Luck was better than Aaron Rodgers. Russell Wilson was better than Aaron Rodgers. So you mean to fucking tell me that Aaron Rodgers was better than those quarterbacks? You're gonna tell me that right now? Okay, all right. Aaron Donald at number 1, I'm okay with, right? I'm okay with it because it's based on perspective, who you think is the best player. I get that shit. But objectively speaking, based on all the numbers, based on all the production, you're really gonna tell me Patrick Mahomes isn't 1? Okay, all right. My list, my personal list, would have been this. Patrick Mahomes 1. Aaron Donald 2, Khalil Mack number 3, Drew Brees probably number 4. Probably number 4 for Drew Brees. Brady at 5. I put Brady at 5. It'd be a toss-up between Von Miller and Bobby Wagner in that top 7 or 8 position. But seriously, I really do disagree with that list. I don't think the NFL, when they're making that list, they take into consideration actual fucking games, numbers. Like, the fact that Russell Wilson is number 25 makes me just irritated. The reason why that top 100 list to me is a joke from the get-go is, how do you have Tyler Lockett at number 98? You also got Russell Wilson at 25. How do you have Myles Garrett at number 49? That guy's one of the best fucking edge rushers in the league right now. Unfucking believable. DeAndre Hopkins? You're gonna put DeAndre Hopkins at fucking 11? That dude was top 10. How is Michael Thomas beating that guy? There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way you could justify that list to me. You really can't. Like, Baker over Deshaun Watson, that's a bit of a stretch, even though I love Baker. I do. I love Baker. But yeah, just a lot of really questionable placing. And a lot of these placings, to me just looks like favoritism. Just looks like media outlet bullshit. You know, favoritism towards teams that have more notoriety, that have a bit more media attention. How do you have Antonio Brown as the top 10 fucking receiver in the goddamn league? That doesn't make sense to me. Now, some fucking nerd, some goddamn Pittsburgh nerd is going to come up here with me and tell me how Antonio Brown was immaculate throughout the season. His numbers were astronomical. What? What the fuck are you talking about? DeAndre Hopkins had 0 fucking drop passes. 0! Like Michael Thomas being in that top 10, I get. I do. But DeAndre Hopkins not being in that top 10, I do not understand. I really don't. That list bums me out, man. That's all I'm saying. Because it doesn't make any fucking sense. There's no goddamn consistency or fucking logic to it. You could try to tell me and argue all day that there is. Aaron Donald's number 1. Drew Brees is number 2 in the league. Drew Brees was number 2 in the league. How the fuck is Mahomes number 4 and he's fucking MVP? What the fuck are we talking about here? If you're gonna tell me they both went to the fucking conference final. What the fuck? I don't fucking get it, man. I really don't understand the fucking logic of this list that came out. And seriously, Aaron fucking Rodgers in the top 10? Aaron fucking Rodgers in the top 10? What are you doing? You fucking dipshit. Figure out a fucking lane and stick to it, you fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. Aaron Rodgers in the top 10 doesn't make any goddamn sense to me. Fuck you, you fucking sack of shit. Pick a fucking lane and decide where the fuck you want to go, you fucking asshole. Fuck! Oh, you fucking savage giant cocksucker. Get the fuck out of my fucking face with that shit. Fucking peasant. And that's what I think about the people who made the NFL top 100 list. I swear to fucking God, man. The dumbest fucking list I've seen in a long time. Alright, that 2018 list was questionable. To say the least, it was questionable. But how do you drop Russell Wilson from 11 to 25? After a better production year. After a more efficient year. Dude, he had a better year. We're going to drop him by 14 fucking spots. Aaron Rodgers being top 10 just... Oh, that was really the salt in the wound there. That doesn't make sense from so many perspectives. Aaron Rodgers had an abysmal season last season. Relatively speaking to his caliber of talent, he was pretty abysmal. He along with like 2-3 other players in that top 10 list did not make the fucking playoffs. To me, that top 10 list for a season has to also include the fact how you lead your team. How you lead your team into battle, right? And that does mean playoffs. That does mean how things get done. And really, in that argument, people would think, oh, Brady's number 1 then, right? Because of the rings. No. Relative terms in the playoffs and in the regular season, Brady wasn't all that good last season. That's why, I wouldn't even have him fucking, like, top 5 would be reasonable. Putting Brady at 5 is reasonable. But, dude, come on. What? Like, you're going to ignore the fact that Mahomes was putting up unbelievable numbers. And you're gonna fucking ignore that shit. Put him at number 4. Put Drew Brees at number 2. And Aaron Rodgers in the fucking top 10. Ugh. And I know, the first 10 minutes of me just bitching about this top 10 list, boys and girls, but you gotta understand. When your team boasts the best fucking linebacker in the game, aka Bobby Wagner, boys and girls, don't fucking argue with me on this shit in this morning. I'm not in the mood. Okay? When you got the best fucking linebacker, when you got arguably the top 5 quarterback in the league right now, and you mean to tell me those 2 guys don't even crack the top 10 list? That list is a fucking joke. That list is a fucking joke. Okay? Holy shit. You have all these fucking football nerds. Not even football nerds, just these fucking nerds. Just these fucking beta male nerds they're going to defend this list. Oh, Aaron Rodgers deserves to be in the top 10. Based on what? Based on your fucking feelings? Based on your past? That's what this list fucking looks like. Oh, what's your past accomplishments? Put Mahomes at number 4? Like, the disrespect you have to put fucking Mahomes at number 4. And that's not even mentioning Khalil Mack. That's not even going into the fucking Khalil Mack debate. Here's the thing. A lot of you might suck off Aaron Donald for being the dominant player that he is. And I get it. I do. He was one of the lone bright spots in the Rams Super Bowl. But I always talk about leadership. I always talk about a player's impact. That's how you're seen as a valuable player. And when you talk about Aaron Donald, he's fantastic in an already amazing setup on defense, led by a fantastic defensive coordinator in Wade Phillips. But you're going to tell me that Khalil Mack, who took a sub-fucking-par, mediocre-ass Chicago Bears team to the playoffs, you're going to tell me that guy isn't ranked number fucking 1 as a defensive player? Really, it should have been Patrick Mahomes 1, Khalil Mack number 2. I really can't believe I have to fucking lay this out for you fucking idiots out there. And this is just throwing plain logic. I'm not throwing the stats because I don't fucking memorize stat numbers. Like, what the fuck would I? What the fuck? Stats without context are meaningless. I like, there are certain stats I will remember just for shits and giggles. Like some of Kobe Bryant's statistics, just because I'm a huge Kobe fan. I'll fucking lay that out once in a while. But stats, truly without context, absolutely meaningless. Absolutely fucking meaningless. And to me, what this list looks like is some guy who's in the realms of information processing, like Skip Bayless, where logic is thrown out the window, you put feelings in there, and you talk about the past, and there's no consistency. That's what the top 100 list is. And that's why this list infuriated me. Many reasons. And again, I'm extremely salty about the fact that Russell Wilson isn't even on that list in the top 10. He's number 25. He's below Andrew Luck and Aaron Rodgers, who, again, you're going to tell me Aaron Rodgers was better than Russell Wilson in the 2018 season? You're fucking high. And please give me the drugs that you are smoking. Aaron Rodgers, oh my God. One of the most overrated fucking quarterbacks in the league right now. And here's the thing. I think he's an absolutely great talent. But when I say overrated, I'm talking about in terms of what he's actually been doing on the field. And his production value and what he's actually getting his team to do. Now, granted, football isn't a one-dimensional sport. There are different sides to the ball. There's defense, offense, and special teams. I get that shit. I do. But simultaneously, there are certain plays and certain fucking passes that Rodgers attempts or doesn't attempt, and you have to really question, like, really? This is your guy? This is your fucking guy? Okay. This is your king. All right. Okay, then. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a fair believer of equal opportunity hatred. You know, I always say with team sports, if you're not with me, you're against me. And I'm going to shoot my shots at every other teams. Because I don't like any of y'all. Okay? Unless you're with the Seahawks, like, yeah, fuck you. Now, granted, I'll give you some positive points from here and there. But that's what you fuckers want to hear. At the end of the day, in my opinion, right? My opinion, my thoughts, based on my observation and my information gathering, you know, I don't like other teams. That's the bottom line. I want my Seahawks to thrive. Now, when we set that hat aside, you know, take that hat aside, you know, we think more objectively. We think about, you know, facts, common sense, logic, and we put all that together. You know, I try to paint the best picture that I can possibly do. And admittedly, I make mistakes all the time, boys and girls. I do. But that's the fun in sports. to me, that's the fun in sports, where you know you're going to be wrong, but you lay it out there, just for humor, just for giggles and shit. And for the fuckers who made that top 100 list, man, I hope you guys had a fucking laugh, because that list was a goddamn joke, and no one's chuckling. Okay. Boys and girls, it is now officially August 1st. It is now officially August 1st. Which means it's Thursday. Which also means today is the Hall of Fame game for the NFL. Ba, 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 ba. Ba-dow. That's right, boys and girls. The NFL is technically and officially starting today with the Hall of Fame game. The Atlanta Falcons versus the Denver Broncos. Good fucking God. It's some form of football. I can't believe it. Check your local listings. NBC, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 Eastern Standard. Going a little above the speed limit here sometimes. But you gotta, because you want to get to the finish line, you gotta run sometimes. And we're gonna get to see a lot of that rushing offense from both sides. Obviously, with the Atlanta Falcons, the way their season imploded, really, from injury, we might get to see a preview of what they glued together. You know, after kind of an abysmal outing last season. Same could be said for the Denver Broncos. You got a lot of curious pieces now. You finally got a new quarterback in Joe Flacco. Good God. You think you're going to win with him? Nope. Probably not. But it's okay. It's okay. Because it's football. It might not be the, perfect regular season kickoff game that we've all been salivating for, but it's football. It's still football. And I will take it, boys and girls. I will take it because Lord knows we need our football fix now. We need our football fix. God damn it. And this whole off-season training camp has been very interesting. We talked about it yesterday. We talked about the Michael Thomas extension. We talked about the issue with Ezekiel Elliott. Potentially putting the Cowboys in a very precarious situation. But boy, oh boy. More than the contract issues, really, more than the contract issues, are the injuries. Holy fucking hell. There are a crazy shit ton of injuries just happening right now. I think the biggest one that came out was A.J. Green of the Cincinnati Bengals. Potentially missing out a couple of weeks. May not be ready for week one. Which is crazy. Because the Bengals are already going to be terrible. Like, guys, Bengals fans, don't get mad at me, okay? Like, can you honestly and realistically say your team is going to do anything? Not likely. Especially in that division. That AFC North is going to be a bloodbath. You got the Bengals, who can potentially play spoilers every now and then with their just rampant version of whatever football should be. I don't know, man. The Bengals are just a bummer. You also got the Baltimore Ravens, who I have said, if Lamar Jackson can figure out how to fucking pass, that team is going to be a dangerous team. Then you got the Browns and the Steelers. Did I mention the Steelers in there? Nah, I don't care about the Steelers. Just fuck the Steelers. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't like the Steelers. I'm a Seahawks fan. The fuck? I hate the Steelers. Oh, they're fucking miserable. Yeah, they got a couple of good picks in there. Yeah, that whole fucking issue with two cancers in the locker room, they're gone. Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown. But you still got the biggest cancer of them all, Ben Roethlisberger. So I hope your team fucking bites it. Sorry, but that's really it. Because I'd rather root for the Cleveland Browns. Baker motherfucking Mayfield. My God. Can you just imagine Baker Mayfield leading the Cleveland Browns to relevance and to playoffs? That's what he's done. That's what he's done these last few years. Well, actually, the last season. The fuck? It hasn't been here a few years. But Baker has been extremely impressive. From my perspective, at least. I think he's been actually absolutely impressive. To really alter the dynamic of that AFC North, which has been in the grips of the Pittsburgh Steelers for quite some time now. But yeah, right now, the Bengals they're irrelevant. Sorry, that's just the way it is. Kind of like how the Cardinals are going to be in the NFC West. It just, sorry, not sorry, Cardinals fans. You fuckers suck. Your franchise, aside from Fitzgerald, seriously, who do you have? What have you had? Nothing. So shut up. Oh my God. Carson Palmer is a serviceable quarterback that had few blips of good seasons. But seriously, stop it. Stop trying to play him up like he was a fucking great quarterback. Stop it. Stop that shit. Good fucking God. You Cardinals fans are goddamn deluded. At least Seahawks fans can recognize that we were shit for a couple of decades. At least we won with somewhat of a similar core that we got right now. At least we got Bobby Wagner and Russell Wilson, the fucking winners, perennial winners. As much as I hate the Rams too, like, dude, they just went to a Super Bowl. And the 49ers, like, another team that I don't mind just murking around in mediocrity. Right? I mean, but we'll see. We're going to have to see, boys and girls. I just talked about the AFC North, the NFC West. I want to talk about some other teams, too. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be doing that fucking season preview video real soon regarding the NFL season. Boys and girls, it is an early morning. And in this early morning, my brain is a little bit scrambled. Like eggs? Yeah, I like eggs. Pretty much like eggs. Good on you to get that observation done. I'm very proud of you. It's also scrambled because I've been rewatching Avengers Endgame. Because, boys and girls, it came out on digital HD. I'm gonna rewatch it. Ever since it was released July 30th up until now, in the last 72-ish hours, I've watched that movie maybe 10. I want to say 10 times. No, kids, I'm not kidding. I really have watched that movie 10 times, and I'm that kind of psychopath. I like movies. It's fun. So, yeah. What a weird way to end the episode. But hey, boys and girls, we made about 100 of these cruise peruses. And for those of you who have swung by within the 100 episodes to get a quick view, to press that dislike button because you disagree with an opinion from a fat fuck who lives in Las Vegas, thank you. For any of you watching, I appreciate it. I'm going to be filming a lot more of these. There might be a hiatus in the upcoming future. I'll be telling you more about that. But for now, boys and girls, while I have my beautiful puppies being little assholes, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. But remember, NFL tonight, NFL next week, and more sports ball in the upcoming months. So, follow me at the Sky Lounge on all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content. I'm not showing off my guns out to reach for my fucking garage opener. Now fuck off.